And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation. We got minutes, we have rotations, these elements. Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
And now Washington's starting group. Peyton Pritchard out there with Booker. Then it's Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 slot.
And the basketball IQ that Curry possesses is special, capable of shredding the defense in a screen roll.
Here's Booker. Great D that time from Nurkic. Over Pritchard. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Now here's Curry. To the paint, just 5 on the clock. Nurkic can't hit. Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. Second, the Cavaliers.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
And here are the Cavaliers. Nurkic setting the pick for Curry. Fires for 3. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. With the step back. Pritchard passes to Butler. Booker outside. Back to Butler. Inside. Carter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Booker against Bane. Down low. Nurkic kicks to Bane. For the 3. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pritchard up top, defended by Hart. On their pass to Mamu Kelishvili.
On rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
RJ, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, he is definitely a tone setter.
Yeah, Kevin, on the court and in the locker room, this man is tenacious. He lets you know exactly what he's thinking. Teams fear him, and sometimes his teammates do as well.
And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Nurkic. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Booker in the corner. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers trailing. 1:02 left in the first. Here's Curry. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Booker outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Cleveland. To the middle, trying to find Hart. Gets it to him.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pass to Booker. The Wizards working the ball around now. And it's Butler missing. Cleveland's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Curry against Pritchard. Curry with it. It's stolen by Carter. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
But they can't afford to get complacent because of the early success. There is still a lot of basketball to be played.
And here now, the Cavaliers. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. So on the floor for Washington. Riley is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Neesmith. And it's Pritchard in at the point.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Neesmith finds Pritchard. That 3 off the mark. The Cavaliers leading. RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as the season wore on. But sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes. So don't worry about that. Back to you.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Wizards trail by 4. Mitchell outside. Pass to Pritchard. Here is Riley. Robinson pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
From the arc, knocks down the 3 ball. Neesmith has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. For the Cavaliers, Cameron Johnson's checked in for McDaniel. Sam Merrill comes in for Payne. And Dillingham subbed in for Curry. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Booker, he's checked in for Aaron Neesmith. Dillingham with it. He's covered by Pritchard. In the corner, it's Toppin. Robinson on the wing. Defended by Poeltl. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Robinson.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Butler. Oh, tough play by Butler.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight coverage.
Here's Dillingham finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Sinks the triple.
No doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker really wants to make his teammates better.
Here's Dillingham. Robinson a screen on Pritchard to the inside. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Wizards.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
This is what makes Booker such a dangerous scorer. He has the ability to convert through physical defense.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Free throw good, Booker. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Here's Butler, following the score by Cleveland. Butler hammering it home.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
Here's Dillingham, covered by Mitchell. Here's Toppin. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. That shot, no good.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Washington out in front, up 3. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm alongside Kenny Atkinson. Coach, what might you do to adjust going into the second half?
Well, first. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low.
And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards right now.
Let me tell you guys, there's nothing better than playing well on the road and hearing that silence.
Yeah, in many ways, they've looked like the more comfortable team. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Mitchell Robinson out there with Hart. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's McDaniels at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. And the Wizards with possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. Pritchard passes to Mamu Kalishvili. Nice ball movement by Washington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in, and the layup falls. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Carter sets the pick for Booker. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
We know Book can hit those deep threes, but he's also effective around the rim.
Nurkic a screen on Pritchard. Curry way outside, and it's all evened up. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Curry's gone 50% from deep tonight, making 2 of 4. Back to Pritchard, and stolen by Hart. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Oh, Curry is so dangerous in transition.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Wizards trail by 3. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the Cavaliers. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Number 1, Stephen Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Outside Butler. Pass to Booker. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. The three-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 3. McDaniels finds Hart. And stolen by Butler. Now here is Carter. Booker looking around. Fires the 3. And again, Washington no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
It's Curry outside. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Shots good by Booker.
That bucket is what makes Book so special. He's a 2 with the handles of an elite point guard.
To the middle. And Hart throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now here is Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Please give a big round of applause for your big team.
making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Cleveland leading by 4. Outside Curry. Fires away from way outside. Rebound, Washington.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Booker finds Pritchard. Back to Booker. Pritchard sets a screen for Booker. Offline with his 3. Cavaliers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Outside Curry. Inside. Here's Robinson. No good on that one. And so Booker will bring it up for Washington. 4-point game. Pass to Riley. And it's off from 3-point range. Cleveland's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Mitchell against Curry. Takes the 3. Curry from 3.
Oh, you got to feel for the defense. I've been on the other side of the Curry flurry, and I still have PTSD.
Pritchard passes to Booker. Back to Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Curry looking it over. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The shot misses. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And he continues to torment them from 3-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. We come back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like he had a 6th sense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. We've got Jakob Poeltl. Mitchell is out there with Peyton Pritchard. And there's Riley. And it's Neesmith in at small forward. Bain way outside. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Wizards trail by 7. Pritchard up top. He's defended by Merrill. Bain against Mitchell. Back to Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Robinson a screen on Poeltl. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Wizards shooting 43% for the game. Here's Riley. And he uses the glass on the layup. Riley's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Wizards. Here's Merrill, down low, and Toppin throws it down.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Gillingham's checked in for Sam Merrill. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Hands it from downtown.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Fires away from outside. Booker pulls it down.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Pritchard. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Wizards trail by 4. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Cleveland.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers, number 8.
Booker outside. Shoots the 3. Johnson rips down the board.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Bain.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Johnson surveying the floor. Johnson sets the screen for Toppin. Shot clock at 3. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Missed on the 3. The Cavaliers leading by 4. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Cleared away by Carter. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Washington. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Count the basket!
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Group substitution here for Cleveland. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Toppin. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Johnson. Daniels, he's checked in for Dillingham. And it's Stephen Curry in for Baines. Curry fires and get the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now Carter to take the lead. And it doesn't go. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Does not go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Curry against Pritchard. With a screen on Pritchard. Oh, what a finish!
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Let's get loud. Now into the lineup for Cleveland. Number 44.
Now Butler. Booker outside. Butler outside. Carter. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers pulling it out. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are...
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate...
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for
welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. Here with Grant Hill, Doris Burke, and Ali LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining us at the broadcast table tonight, our very special guest, Shams Charania. Great to have you with us, Shams.
Great to be here, BA. Great to be here with you guys. I very much look forward to this.
See if you say that when you're done with us here. And with the East looking wide open, Shams, the Cavs, one of those teams poised to capitalize.
Yeah, this is a team that's going to start year 2 under Coach Kenny Atkinson, and they've got the structure, they've got the pieces, and clearly the scar tissue the last couple of years, but they can get some motivation here and make a real run to the top in the Eastern Conference.
Boy, you know Cleveland is desperate to have a winner once again.
Yeah, and this team can finally be the ones to do it without LeBron James in the mix.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. We've got Jaden McDaniels. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Curry in at the 2. There's a screen by Nurkic. Curry looking it over. Outside McDaniels. Hart passes to Curry. Knocks it down from distance.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry? Release on the catch. Wow.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Ali LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Back to you guys.
As always, Ali, we thank you. Now here's Hart. Outside Curry. Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live, and the financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk, though.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
BA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
Corralling defensive rebounds, such a critical aspect of your defense. Nice work.
Pass to Hart. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Here's Markkanen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
This is sometimes a difficult thing to contend with. Markkanen's got touch, but he's 7 feet. What do you do if you're an interior defender?
That's good for Markkanen. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
BA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. Hornets trail by 7. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Thybulle against Doncic. And there's Clingan on the assist by Doncic.
At 7'2", Donovan Clingan is a mountain of a man.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Landale's checked in for Clingan. Williams comes in for Kamara. Edwards, he's checked in for Larry Markkanen. And it's Porter Jr. in for Joe.
The crafty play by Porter, tripping up the defense and opening things up for another guy.
Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player. but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
And the Hornets making a change here. Hardy's checked in.
Entering the league, Porter Jr. was a scoring guard type, but he's morphed into more of a ball handler. Very impressive.
Here's Hardy, covered by Johnson. Inside. Landale inside. That one's good. This game is all even. Landale's got his second bucket on the night.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Curry passes to Toppin. Good work there as it goes.
Listen, the painted area is where Obi Toppin can be so dangerous. The athleticism and the tools he has. Look out. And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Toppin on screen on Porter. And here's Curry for three. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Shoots from 12. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Toppin on screen on Porter. Curry, that's good. Curry's got 14.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Stephen. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Williams is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Delano Banton. And it's Landale in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn. And a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
Edwards, he's checked in for Tarrant. Markkanen with a screen on Curry. Here's Porter. And the shot goes in.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Toppin on a screen on Porter. The three from Curry. Oh, Curry from way out there.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Doncic checked in for Edwards. And Shams, we're seeing a transition in regional media, the RSN, the Regional Sports Network, with cord cutting impacting revenues.
Yeah, local RSNs is a big part of the NBA, and the availability of local team broadcasts via streaming is certainly skyrocketing. Every team, Utah, Phoenix, has their own flair to this, and it definitely has the potential to unlock an even larger viewership. The national broadcast is big, guys, especially here at 2K TV, but the local audience is very much an important part of the NBA ecosystem.
The kick out, Curry. To the inside, 6 on the shot clock, and a big finish by Robinson.
Whether he's improvising or whether he's running set plays, Steph Curry is an absolute force.
Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
And stolen by Williams. Down low. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Williams has got 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
So for the Hornets, Klingett, he's checked in for Landale. Kamara comes in for Williams. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Porter Jr. Merrill outside. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Hornets trail by 5. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now that's foul number 2, and he's got to avoid another this half if he wants to stay on the floor.
And Cleveland making a change here. Curry's checked in. Markkanen right side. Here's Kamara. Drills it from deep. And now it's just a 2-point Cleveland lead.
Yeah, great feed there by Markkanen. That's something this team wants more from Laurie.
There's a screen by Nurkic. To the middle. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Nurkic, a screen on Doncic. Curry with it, and Kamara picks him up defensively. Here's Nurkic. And that one's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Well, this is exactly where you want Yusuf Nurkic operating on the offensive end.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Chums with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
The Hornets making a switch here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. And Cleveland with a change here too. Thibault's checked in. Outside Porter. Outside Joe. Kicks it to Doncic. 6 to shoot. And another shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
41 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Curry. We saw him with 19 his last time out. And Klingett pulls it down. For Charlotte, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second.
The defense knows they've got to stay attached to Luka, so he smartly turns it into a whistle.
Charlotte shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. That's good from Doncic.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
And a deep 3 from Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter. Doncic outside. Joe on the wing. Fires the 3. Here's Klingett. Buried. These teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
Stephen Curry getting it done for Cleveland. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody.
The Hawks definitely hurting. Obviously, it hurts when Kevin Durant isn't playing. They depend on him to shoulder the offense. Well, you know.
Now let's get back to the game at hand. Stephen Curry has his fingerprints all over that first half. And that'll do it for us. Thanks.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And last season, the Hornets with the second most games missed to injury.
Always tough to overcome significant injuries, especially if it's a rebuilding team. And the other part of that, BA, is it's complicating their ability to evaluate the talent that they do have. All of that requires help. You hope that's on the horizon.
On the court right now for Cleveland. McDaniels out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, the Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you guys.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you. Fires from deep. Cleveland working the ball around now. Takes the three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Cavaliers, second.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Lets it fly. Kamara, no good.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Lets the three fly. Joe with the defensive effort.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Joe's gotten his second bucket.
This is a specialty for Isaiah Joe. Rise and fire in the catch and shoot.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Nurkic just checked in. There's a screen by Nurkic. And here's Curry for three. And again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. And Hart throws it down.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 11. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Doris, while he's selective about it, Yusuf Nurkic has added a three-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Yusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
Marketed for three. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Curry with it. Give him 35. Nurkic a screen on Doncic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the power game that Yusuf Nurkic has in his tool bag. That's a strong finish.
Outside Joe. Pass to Markkanen. The three-pointer is true from Markkanen.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Doncic against Curry. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Clock at 6. It's McDaniels on the wing. The floater. That shot missing. Hornets trail by 12. Markkanen outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
I'll tell you, good physical play from Markkanen that right there puts the defense in a bad position and gets the whistle.
And he drops the first. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Landale's checked in for Klingon. Williams comes in for Kamara. Edwards, he's checked in for Joe. And it's Porter Jr. in for Doncic. From 9 feet out, and it's good. 2 points. Porter's got 6.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Robinson, a screen on Porter. Here's Curry. Cleveland again missing.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Markkanen misses.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Williams passes to Porter. Markkanen from long range. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got his 6th assist of the night. Toppin, a screen on Porter. And here's Curry for 3. Good! Another from 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence, even when he misses. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's
connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for 2nd for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016, that was the top spot until Clay took it.
From deep three-point land. Right side Robinson. Outside Johnson. The 3 ball. And again for 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in 3-point shooting. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Clay Thompson, that is.
Luka Doncic is checked in for Charlotte. Cleveland also making some changes. Richards comes in for Robinson. And Williams is subbed in for Toppin. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Ken.
Connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
It's a new single-game high-water mark for triples.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is finally bested. What a shooting display.
All right, Doris, when you're talking about the type of player who comes off the bench, what kind of player do you like best in that 6-man role?
I mean, for me personally, I love guys who can keep pressure on the defense with their scoring ability. Somebody who can shoot with range or put it on the deck, because then your offense doesn't take a step back.
Puts up a deep 3, and good! There's another!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. The three. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
I'll tell you what, they give up a three on one end, and Luka gets it right back.
Curry fires. Can't hit it. Hornets trail by 15. Doncic. The three ball is down.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give them that much space.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Some changes for Charlotte. Klingett, he's checked in for Landale. Kamara comes in for Williams. And Joe subbed in for Porter Jr. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Dillingham's checked in. Cleveland leading by 12. Driving in. Doncic there for the rebound. Puts up the tray. Count it!
Yeah, and Klingett is a gigantic player. He is so difficult to keep off the glass at times.
Johnson. Oh, no good. Unable to win this run. Right side Joe. Got a piece of it. Here's Dillingham. It's guarded by Markkanen. Tries it from 9. Book it. It goes.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And Doncic has got the ball here for Charlotte. Down by 12. Beyond the arc. Williams rips down the board. Cleveland has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Outside Joe. The crossover. It's off. Cleveland leading by 12. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Ooh, the three doesn't go. Charlotte has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Let's loose for 3, and he nails it.
Isaiah Joe, a sweet shooter, folks. That three ball is on point.
Here's Dillingham, guarded by Doncic. Merrill outside. Oh, the stop!
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's Doncic. Shoots a 3. Oh, it misses. And stolen by Markkanen.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Yeah, just slick there on the interior. Doncic draws the whistle.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 10. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And here comes Cleveland. They led by as many as 18. Puts up a deep 3. Ooh, it misses. Toppin fires. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Mitchell Robinson out there with Hart. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. Then there's Garland. And it's Curry in at the point. And for Phoenix, Levine is out there with Shepard. Then there's Jason Tatum. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Porter in at the 3. And Greg, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right now?
Here we go. That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the and to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
Tatum off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the threes.
Curry against Tatum. Curry passes to Hart. Hart with a screen on Tatum. Curry way outside. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. To the paint. The kick out to Porter. Nailed from three-point land.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Suns. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And so Curry will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a three-point game. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Tim, what would your advice be to get the Phoenix Suns back on track for their new head coach?
I think they need to change their mentality about what wins in this league. It's about defense and activity level. You got to have those players who are willing to lock in, fight, and battle for those 50-50 balls.
Robinson, a screen on Levine. Garland, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Tatum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tatum's got his second bucket tonight.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Hart with the screen for Curry. It's stolen by Shepard. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Here's Tatum. Cavaliers with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Well, if you shoot the ball at 40% or better from the three-point line, you are going to win most games, no matter where you're playing.
Here's Shepard. The Cavaliers making the shot. Levine wide open. Off target from three-point range. Outside Curry. Hart with the screen for Curry. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 5.
Yeah, that shot almost feels like a layup for Steph at this point in his career.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Phoenix. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jared Allen. And Ivy subbed in for Shepard. And then for Cleveland, Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Toppin comes in for Josh Hart. And Johnson subbed in for Garland.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Outside Curry. Another three. For Cleveland. 1:15 left to play here in the first. Tatum passes to Ivy. They need this. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Curry outside. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Now, here's Porter. Pass to Valanciunas. 5 on the clock. Ivy, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams sets a screen for Curry. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Suns trail by 8. Tatum, that's for 2. Johnson with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 13 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And so it's Cleveland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. They've got Toppin. Garland is out there with Sam Merrill. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Williams at the center position. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Guys?
Paying tribute. Nice job. Okay, thank you, Allie. He gets that one. Ivy's got his second basket of the night.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in that.
So nice to see Jaden Ivey back in action, Tim, after suffering that broken fibula last season.
Yeah, Kevin, he was just hitting his stride when he had a very difficult injury. In particular, he was upping his shooting percentage from the field. Now he's looking to continue that momentum.
Porter's checked in for Zaire Williams. And then for Cleveland, Nick Richards comes in for Kenrich Williams. And it's Stephen Curry in for Johnson. Curry deciding where to go with it. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Pass to Allen. Here is Porter. Shoots over Merrill. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Porter. Look at the last game for the Suns. It was a win against the Pelicans. Here's Curry. Green with the rebound.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Allen's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Count that bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Suns making a change here. Tatum's checked in. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shepard with the ball. And it's Toppin picking him up. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Shepard. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, and Toppin throws it down.
And that's why it's so tough trying to defend Curry in pick and rolls. When you think he's looking to score, he can find a teammate with the pass.
Here's Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Toppin a screen on Ivy. Toppin outside for Curry. From past the arc. Steph, perfection from the arc.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Ranked last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the 3rd most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round. They knew they'd be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
Beans checked in for the Suns. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Nick Richards. Josh Hart comes in for Toppin. McDaniels, he's checked in for Sam Merrill. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Garland.
flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And another three for Cleveland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Tatum from deep three-point land. The shot, no good. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 12. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
What I like about Desmond Bane, he's physical and he spaces the floor. Someone remind me, how the guy fall to the 30th pick?
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Phoenix Suns. They're within... Thanks for joining us. Now,
and as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
They've got Michael Porter. Tatum out there with Allen. Then there's Shepard, and it's Levine, and at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Shot clock at 5. He gets it in there. Tatum's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, good work from the mid-range there. Tatum likes taking that shot when he can create space.
Curry outside, and another 3 for Cleveland.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Shepard, guarded by Curry. Down low, here's Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
You see how quick Allen moves in these situations, which makes him a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
Here's Curry with the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And Allen with the slam.
Oh, man, what a play by Allen. He really packs a punch.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. To the inside, and Robinson throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Pass to Levine. Now Allen, guarded by Robinson. And here's Levine. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona's a great choice.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's 2-on-1. Garland finds Curry. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Screen by Hart. Up top, Curry, guarded by Tatum. The three. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside, Tatum automatic.
Well, Tatum has so many tricks and so many ways he can try and beat you.
To the middle, here's Robinson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Outside, Levine. Pass to Allen. Now, Shepard beyond the arc. He's off on that one. Porter with the steal. Here's Tatum. Sinking the tough shot. Jason Tatum.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Garland looking it over. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Garland's got 6.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Porter, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside Garland. Robinson sets a screen for Garland. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They'll be topping out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then it's Johnson. And it's Garland in at the point guard. That bucket in no time at all. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Shepard the pass to Ivy. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Stephen Curry's checked in for Johnson.
Number 30, Stephen Curry.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Ivy dishes to Porter. Green taking his time here. Pass to Shepard. 6 on the shot clock. Green with a screen on Curry. Phoenix no good that time either.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Garland no good. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Valanciunas, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Valanciunas has got his first basket of the night. Outside Garland. Williams has a screen for Garland. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And stolen by Ivy. Inside. Shots good by Green.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Curry. Williams has a screen for Curry. Trains the three-pointer.
Timeout.
Curry's got 37.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So for the Suns, Jared Allen's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Tatum comes in for Green. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Ivy. And a wide-open look for Porter. Tatum kicks to Porter. Tries again. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. LaVine for three, and it's McDaniels with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 23. Outside Garland. Pass to Hart. Outside Curry. Lets it go with a three. And another three for Cleveland.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat fight with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. The one player that reconnects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Robinson, a screen on LaVine. The three from Garland. And the Cavaliers with another three.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Tatum no good. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Robinson, a screen on LaVine. And Curry has it in the corner. Over Shepherd. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team